Hey, what's up YouTube? So finally got around where I'm gonna change the upper ball joint on this, and figure make a video showing how I'm doing this. Let me show you what I'm working on here. If I get right in here, and that's what I'm working on, it right up there. It's basically boots all shot and everything, so I'm gonna replace that. Now you have to. The only way I know to do it is to replace the whole upper control arm. So that's what I'm gonna do today. And I'm gonna take the wheel off. You just take this hubcap off and break the lug nuts loose, and then I'm gonna jack it up. And then up on top here, there should be some bolts right here and right behind this cable here. Have to get a weird camera angle on it. Anyways, so that's what I gotta do is get those loose. Alright, so first thing you do is take off this hubcap. I just use a little tire iron tool I picked up somewhere. There's a little tab there. Doesn't take much. This doesn't fit these, I don't believe, yeah. So then I gotta get a ratchet and break those loose. So basically you just get yourself a 19mm socket there and break those loose. I like to use a cheater bar on these. There's another reason why you want to torque this stuff on, is so it's not hard to get off. And all I did is loosen those up and not want to take them off. Alright, now I got it jacked up, you can see some stuff a little bit better. Here's what we're working on. And you can see up top, they go through the top of the, into the engine bay right up there, those two guys. And so I just hit this with some WD-40, these bolts here. This is just a cover you take off and gets a castle nut right there. Do that in a second. I just got it jacked up on the stand right there. Cardboard's your friend, helps you out. And figured I'd leave the jack kind of in position. Doesn't have any weight on it. It's just kind of right there. And that's the lift point on these. This Accord right here is. There's like a bracket right there. You just put the jack stand on there. Anyhow, and then up top, you can see a little bit better. I just hit some WD-40 there, and that other bolt, you can see it kind of right through there. And so now I'm just gonna start taking this stuff apart. Alright, so I took the tire off, it's over there. I got myself my little magnetic tray, which I like a lot. Put my bolts and stuff in there. And this cover right here, that was right here. And so you just take the two 10mm bolts off, take that cover off, put it all down in my tray down here. And then got myself just some wire cutters there. And I'll take this garter pin off, and then take this castle nut off, and then I'll pick it up after that. Alright, so I'll show you a couple of things I did there. What I do is I shoot a little WD-40 up in the bottom thread here, and then I put the straw of my WD-40 can underneath this lip here and shoot it. And what I'm trying to do is get it, gravity's going to make the lubricant go from the top to the bottom, so I try to get it in that shaft there, and that helps lubricate. Unstick this bolt here, and then is you get yourself a good 5-pound sludge and just give it some touch right there, and it'll shock the bolt loose. And see, this has got a taper to it, and when you hit this, the shock waves kind of like pop this out for you. So that's how I got this off. And so I'll just move that out of the side there. Next I'm gonna tackle that stuff. I'll probably try to do it from the top in one shot. Alright, here we go. So I just took this nut off top here, and then I just popped this out of the, this is a cable for, what do you call that, cruise control. Just slap that out, and that lets me get a better straight shot to that bolt. So I took those out. Oops, well, I just pushed it down. Come down here, and there we go. That came out pretty easy. So that's my old one. The bad tore up boot deal up top here. So I'm just gonna have to put in my new one, which is basically just gonna be a reverse process of all this. So it was pretty easy. This is the first time I've done one of these, but And one thing I want to encourage you, when you put this back together, you want to make sure you torque everything down. Don't just go reefing on it. You're surprised at how little the torque values are on these bolts. Okay, so all I did is I put the new upper control arm in and just put the bolts back in, and they only torqued to 47 foot-pounds, or is it in pounds? 47 inch-pounds. I'll have to double check. I think it's 47 foot-pounds. And but whatever it is, it's like a lot less than you would think. That's why it's important you look those up. And so I go to put this in, you know, this rubber hosing's kind of old and doesn't slide well. So what you want to do is you get yourself some heavy duty silicone spray. CRC makes pretty good product there. You just spray that and it'll just slide in. It's almost like you just greased it up, and then the silicone dries, and then it won't come out. But it's really good for lubricating parts like that, especially like rubber on metal's kind of high friction. I'll just let it slide right in, and then you're done. And then so here's what we got so far. Got our new upper control arm in, and I'm just getting ready to put it back in here, and I'm almost done. I must say this job is going like way easy. I wish all the jobs went this well, or were this easy to do, because it'd be a shame to pay somebody money to do this. This job's going so well. It's pretty hot out here, so that part kind of sucks. I need a little some kind of covering or something to keep the sun off me, so I'm kind of sweating out here. But anyhow, that's where I'm at, and I'll just press on with putting this back together and show you as I get going on it. Alright, so all I did now is I put this bottom castle nut on and torqued it. It's just 32 foot-pounds, and again, you know, it's really light. Next, I'm just gonna take my cover here, and that just goes on right there. Put my 2 bolts in there and torque those down, and I'm almost done with this job. Alright folks, this job is pretty much done. I just torqued these on. It's only 7 foot-pounds for those little 10mm bolts there, and pretty much that's it. All I gotta do is put the wheel on. That's not exciting. You just put it on. I snug the bolts up, but don't torque it down. Then I drop it down on the ground, and then I torque it. Torque the lug nuts on. Then just take the jack stand off, and I'm done. And then you need to go get yourself a front end alignment. In fact, that's why I did this job to begin with, is because having a bad upper ball joint could throw off your alignment anyway, so this will get you a better alignment. So hope you like this video. If you like it, hit like, and if you subscribe, you'll see more as they come out. And I want to just thank you for watching.